So, as part of the crime series, we are looking at some crime genre top 10 series. So, in this video, let us see some top 10 amazing prison escapes who escaped from prison or jail. So, number 10, Maze prison escape. In September 1983, 38 Irish Republican Army IRA prisoners executed the biggest prison escape in British history. The prisoners were incarcerated at the Maze prison in County Antrim, Northern Ireland. Using smuggled guns, the prisoners took the guards hostage, stole their clothing, and forced a food delivery truck to drive them out of the prison. All 38 managed to escape the maximum security prison, then considered to be one of the most escape proof prisons in Europe. This is the Maze prison escape happened in Europe in 1983 September with 38 Irish Republican Army prisoners. So number 9, Alfred Hinz. Alfred Alfie Hinz was a petty criminal who also happened to be an expert escape artist, as he was to prove over the years through his numerous prison escapes. In his most daring escape, Hinz sneaked through the locked doors and 20 feet prison wall at Nottingham prison. For this seemingly miraculous escape, he was dubbed Houdini Hinz. When he was captured 6 months later, he sued the authorities for illegal arrest. Needless to say, he lost. This is a ninth Alfred Hinz. So number 8, the Texas 7. The Texas 7 is a very well-known group of prisoners who escaped from the John Connolly unit in Texas in 2000. The group used the slowest period of the day to escape by overpowering civilian maintenance workers and prison guards. They used a maintenance truck to leave the prison. They were caught a month later thanks to the television show America's Most Wanted. 5 members of the group remain and are all on death row awaiting execution. Number 7, Alfred Wegeler. Alfred Wegeler was a Slovak Jew and one of only a few people who managed to escape from Auschwitz during the war. Thanks to his escape, a detailed report known as the Erba Wegeler report of the horrors of Auschwitz reached the Allies. It was the first report of the atrocities being committed by the Nazi regime. Number 6, Slavomir Rosic. Slavomir Rosic and 6 other prisoners managed to escape from one of the harshest environments possible, the frozen wasteland of a Siberian prison camp. Ravish, a Polish national, was sentenced to 25 years hard labor for spying on the Soviets. By using a blizzard as cover, the group was able to leave the camp, after which they walked all the way from Siberia to India, 4,000 miles, in a journey that took nearly 1 year. Only 4 of the group survived the journey. Number 5, escape from Alcatraz. Alcatraz operated as a prison for 29 years, during which there were 14 escape attempts. Of those attempts, one is especially famous. In 1962, Frank Morris and Anglin brothers burrowed from their cells and climbed to the top of the cell block. They were able to cut through the bars of an air vent and climb onto the open roof. From there, they shimmed down a drain pipe and escaped to the edge of the island where they built a raft and vanished. While many people believe that the three died in the San Francisco Bay, they were never found, and there is every possibility they survived the journey and are in hiding. Number 4, Libby prison escape. The Libby prison escape is one of the most famous prison breaks of the American Civil War. In 1864, 109 Union soldiers escaped from the prison in Richmond, Virginia. Of the escape is 59 succeeded in reaching Union lines, while the rest were captured or died in the process. The prisoners escaped by digging a tunnel from the basement of the jail to a nearby warehouse. Number 3, Pascal Poet. There can be no doubt this man deserves a place on this list. He has escaped not once but twice from high security prisons in France, each time via hijacked helicopter. He also helped to organize the escape of three other prisoners, again with a helicopter. Payette was initially sentenced to a 30-year jail term for a murder committed while robbing a security van. After his first escape in 2001, he was captured and given 7 more years in jail. He then escaped from Gracie prison using a helicopter that was hijacked by four of his friends from the nearby airport. The helicopter eventually landed at Brignoles, 24 miles northeast of Toulon, France, on the Mediterranean coast. Payette was recaptured on September 21, 2007, in Madrid, Spain, about 18 miles northeast of Barcelona. He had undergone cosmetic surgery but was still identified by Spanish police. Number 2, The Great Escape. The Great Escape is one of the most inspirational and incredible tales of a jailbreak. In 1943, a group of prisoners of war hatched a pilot hatched a plot to dig their way out of Stalag Luft 3. Over the next year, the prisoners worked together to dig three tunnels 30 feet below the surface of the prison. As the tunnels were so large and deep, the group came up with many innovative tricks, such as building a rail car system for the transportation of soil, electric lighting, and air pumps to keep the tunnel full of fresh oxygen. One Colditch escape. During World War II, two British pilots, Jack Best and Bill Goldfinch, were imprisoned in Colditch Castle. The prison was famously difficult to escape from, but Best and Goldfinch came up with a particularly novel approach to the problem. They decided to build a glider and fly away. They assembled the glider from stolen pieces of wood, floorboards, bed slats, and virtually anything they could get their hands on. Because they were building the glider in the attic, the German soldiers who were used to looking down for tunnels did not notice them. The two men never had a chance to use the glider the camp was relieved by the Alice before they finished it. But a model based on their original plan was later proven to have been able to fly. So these are the top 10 amazing prison escapes which were happened all over the world from the prisoners.